Hello everyone, my name is Fuensanta and this is the video for my school organization and students diversity final exam. This exam is divided into two different parts and the first part is divided into three different blocks. So let's start. Hi, I'm the head teacher of Save La Ribera, a public primary school. We have around 420 students and 30 teachers, and it is located in a working class neighborhood in Murcia. The school community is highly diverse. 30% of our students come from immigrant backgrounds, 14 have special educational needs, and over 40% of our students' families face economical difficulties. This high concentration of needs, combined with insufficient support, leads an 83% of the teachers to report work overload. Only 40% of our teaching staff is permanent, while the other 60% are temporary and change every year, which disrupts project continuity. Also, many teachers admitted they do not feel prepared to adapt materials, manage disruptive behavior, or implement UDL, which contributes to low levels of teaching well-being. There is also a generational divide between veteran teachers who are skeptical of change and younger teachers who are motivated but inexperienced, making it difficult to establish a coherent school-wide approach to inclusion. Finally, behavioral issues are concentrated in the upper grades and stem from years of unaddressed academic difficulties and the lack of inclusive classroom management strategies. This aligns with the 63% of the teachers who identify students' behavior as a major factor affecting their mental health. Okay, so the aim of this part was to critically analyze the measures provided by AI with this prompt. I've used Microsoft Copilot, but although the initial plan it provided me was well-structured, offering 10 measures that require focus on teacher well-being and inclusion, three major limitations emerged when applying it to the real context of our school. The first one, the AI proposed a welcome plan for new teachers. However, the 60% of my teaching staff are temporary and change every year, so training 30 teachers each September with a simple guide is not enough. They do not know our students' name, needs, or behavior. The AI knows that continuity is not possible when most teachers live in June. The second one, the AI also suggests videos and digital notes for family, but 40% of our families face economical difficulties, what means that some of them do not have enough time to watch videos because they have more than one job. So, although the AI assumes all families are digitally connected, that's not true in a working class neighborhood. The third one, the AI proposed a positive behavior protocol, but our behavior problems come from years of unaddressed academic failure. So, a poster with rules or reward system won't fix a 5th grade who cannot read properly. The AI treats the symptom, but not the cause. So, in conclusion, the AI plan is well-structured, but it doesn't truly fit a school with high turnover, poverty, and deep learning gaps. Okay, so these are the 5 measures I've chosen. The first one, protected coordination time. 83% of the teachers are overloaded and 60% are temporary staff, so planning together is essential for continuity. The law gives schools autonomy to organize timetables, so legally we can do it. Second, co-teaching. This is one of the best measures for us because we already have the staff. Co-teaching brings the specialists into the class, so the classroom teacher could learn how they adapt and manage behavior. The law supports it in principle, but doesn't fund specific co-teaching programs. Third, inclusive material banks. A shared bank of adapted worksheet, visual supports, and multilingual materials would be a lifesaver for that 60% of temporary teachers. LOMLOE explicitly incorporates University Insight for Learning, UDL. Now, 4. Positive behavior control. And this school behavior problems in upper grades come from years of unaddressed academic difficulties. The protocol treats the symptom, not the cause, necessary but insufficient without academic recovery. The LOMLOE promotes peaceful conflict resolution and emotionally education. And finally, welcome and mentoring for new teachers. This measure is essential and non-negotiable as 60% of teachers are temporary. So without a structured welcome, its September starts from zero. The LOMLOE supports this measure, although it does not explicitly require a formal induction plan for new teachers, so its design depends on each individual school. Now, looking back to the EI's proposal as a whole, I think two main things are missing. First, certain dimension of diversity. The EI talks about cultural diversity in a generic way, but it never really engaged with the linguistic challenge we face. And it barely touches on socioeconomic diversity. In my school, over 40% of families struggles financially, which affects how they engage with the school, where they can answer a phone call from the teacher or help with the homework. And second, the AI oversimplifies relationships. It writes as if the staff is one united group, all ready to implement changes together. But I have a generational gap. I have 60% of temporary staff. I have exhausted teachers and skeptical teachers and young motivated teachers. And all of these groups relate to each other in a complex way. School change isn't just about measure, it's about people, trust, and time, and that's what I have tried to bring into my analysis. Okay, so in a school like Save La Rivera, educators are dealing with a students' body that's more diverse than ever, presenting a significant educational puzzle. To begin, there are various types and forms of diversity. We have cultural and linguistic diversity. Roughly 30% of our students have immigrant backgrounds, and many speak languages other than Spanish at home. Some even arrive mid-year knowing very little Spanish. Another significant form is cognitive diversity. We have students with autism, ADHD, dyslexia, giftedness, and other learning challenges. These varied needs frequently result in a competing demand within the classroom. Teachers have to make tough calls about how to structure learning. For instance, should students be sorted into groups based on their level or to offer more focused help, or should they collaborate in mixed groups to foster a sense of belonging? These choices lead to a really big dilemma. If its students are grouped by level, teachers can make more effectively tailored activities and assist learners who are struggling or those who are ahead. Yet this approach can also cause some students to feel singled out or left out, particularly those who already feel marginalized because of their language or their special needs. On the contrary, mixed groups promote inclusive and social cohesion, but they can complicate meeting each individual needs. Some students might feel adrift, while others might find the materials unengaging. Because of that, educational diversity is a truly challenge. There isn't a correct answer, as any choice inevitably comes with both benefits and drawbacks. As the head teacher of Save La Rivera, there are 3 organizational decisions I would prioritize, and each one comes with its own complications. First, I reorganized the timetable to create protected time for teachers to coordinate. Right now, everyone works alone and most teachers feel overloaded. Coordination would help, but fitting into the timetable is tricky. Afternoons don't work for teachers with children, and mornings cut into preparation time, and we don't have enough specialists to cover classes. Whatever option I choose affects someone. The main actors here are the teachers, the specialists, and families, and a real risk is resentment if someone feel their timetable got worse. That's why this needs negotiation, not imposition. The second one, I moved from flexibility groups to flexible grouping with co-teaching. This would be more inclusive and help classroom teachers learn how to support diverse learners, but co-teaching means sharing space, habits, and professional identity. And some veterans teachers don't want another adult in the class, and some specialists prefer working alone. If early experiences go badly, it can damage relationships and increase resistance. The key actors are classroom teachers, PT and AL specialists, students, and the leadership team. Third, I would introduce a whole school relationship-based behavior approach. Teachers say that students' behavior affects their well-being, and right now everyone handles behavior differently, which confuses students. Having one shared approach would make things more consistent, but this kind of approach takes time and emotional effort. Tired teachers may prefer quick punishment, and younger teachers might like the idea but not have much experience yet. It might even work well in some classes and not in others, which could create inconsistency. These decisions reflects my leadership style. I believe in participation and listening, but I also know that sometimes leadership means making a decision and supporting people through it. In a school with tight staff and limited resources, finding the balance is essential.
What mark do you deserve and why?
Well, I think I deserve something like an 8.5. Why? Because I really try to connect everything to my real school. I explained the context clearly: 420 students, 30% immigrants, 14 special needs, 40% economic difficulties, and 60% temporary teachers. I used Copilot, but I didn't just copy it, I criticized it. I said the welcome plan doesn't work when teachers leave every year. I said the videos for families don't work when parents have more than one job, and the behavior plan treats the symptom, not the cause. My 5 measures are connected to the law and to my school real problem. So yeah, I think it's a solid mark.
What is the most crucial idea about school organization you have learned?
I think that it's that everything is connected. You cannot fix behavior without looking at teacher well-being. You cannot fix inclusion without looking at timetables. If teachers are exhausted and temporary, nothing works. So organization is not just schedules and rules. It's about seeing how problems affect each other.
Is there any idea you couldn't imagine before?
Yes, I never imagined that having 60% of temporary teachers could destroy so many good plans. Before I thought a good welcome guide was enough. Now I know that when teachers leave every year, you lose trust, you lose continuity, and you lose relationships. That changed how see school improvement.
What is the most crucial idea about attention to diversity you have learned?
That diversity is not just labels, it's not just this child has ADHD or this child is from somewhere else. The crucial thing is how different diversity mixed together: a child with economic problems who also speaks another language and also has learning difficulties. That's not simple. You have to see the whole picture.
Are you more aware of relevance of attending to diversity? Explain how.
Yeah, much more. Before I thought diversity was just about adapting worksheet. Now I know it's about organizing the whole school, timetables, teachers meeting, how we support families. In my school, if teachers don't have time to plan together, inclusion doesn't happen. So yeah, I've learned it's not just a classroom thing, it's a school thing.
What have you learned preparing this video?
I learned that making a short video is so hard. You have to choose what really matters. You cannot say everything. Also, I learned that AI gives nice plans, but it doesn't know my families, my teachers, or my classrooms. The real knowledge is in the school. This video made me more honest about the difficulties school has.